Welcome to the Grace City Eugene podcast. We exist to help every person in our sphere of influence to encounter Christ, experience biblical community, and extend God's kingdom. You can learn more about us at gracecityeugene.com. Here's the podcast. Well, hello, family. Casey Olsen here. I'm back. We're back. The podcast is back. And here's another edition of the Monday Devotional. I pray that you've had a great holiday season, including Christmas, New Year's, and all that good stuff. And speaking of New Year's, I'll ask you everyone's favorite question. Have you got any resolutions for 2022? Or, okay, maybe we can not be too cliche, though it's okay if you're into that kind of thing. Just any general goals, dreams, things that you want to grow in as you're stepping into this year. For many of us, it could be fitness related, it could be career, school, relationships. There's all sorts of different things this time of year that we're all kind of sitting back and assessing and considering. Could I grow in this? Man, I need to reprioritize that. And one thing that I know a lot of people choose to think of to begin to really assess and consider in their life this time of year is what spending time with God looks like through scripture reading, through prayer, devotional content. New Year's is often one of the moments where we kind of can look back and start to say, oh, hey, maybe I need to make this a priority again. Maybe for one reason or another, intentional time with the Lord just hasn't been a priority in a while, and the new year is kind of a good opportunity to start fresh. And if that's you, please know I'm really excited for you, and that I'm even praying for anyone out there that's been contemplating getting back into these kind of rhythms, and that this seriously could be the start of something really, really special. And I really believe that God does want to meet with you and have these intentional moments of communion and connection with you. And what stalls so many of us as we consider this journey is finding out exactly what we should be doing during this time. You've got to pick your reading plan, how much time you think you can spend, if there's any additional content or discipleship material that you want to go through at the same time. And there's so many decisions along the way to make. It's easy to get caught up in analysis paralysis in this journey. We're going to bite off more than we can chew, or we're going to pick enough of a reading plan or set aside enough time. Next thing you know, you don't know what to do or where to go. You're just kind of stalled out. Here's what's encouraging to me about this. While the Bible leads us to many tips and ideas and even prescribed regimens for spending intentional time with the Lord, the most talked about idea in this subject isn't about the specific content or the amount of time that you would do, but the most common theme in all of this is simply consistency. All throughout the life of Jesus, we see that he was intentional to step away from his normal routine and rhythms and spend time with the Lord. In Luke 5, Jesus is seen doing his ministry thing, healing the sick, casting out demons, all that. And at one point, news is starting to get loud about what he does, and more people are rushing after him. They're trying to get his attention. And Luke 5:16 gives us this little insight into Jesus' life rhythms. It says, but Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed. And we don't know what he prayed. We don't know for how long. And we don't know if it was accompanied by scripture reading or anything like that. We just know that he did it often. You might have a great idea for your time with the Lord in 2022, and maybe you've even got a plan that you've already been doing or that you're really excited about pursuing, and maybe you're not sure where to go and you're feeling a little overwhelmed. But rather than focusing on what you're going to read and how long you're going to pray, I want to encourage you to just show up. Just do it. Create space to be with the Lord often. Create space to be with the Lord, and he will bless you and meet you in those moments. Psalm 1:1-3 tells us, blessed is the one who does not walk in step with the wicked, or stand in the way that sinners take, or sit in the company of mockers, but whose delight is in the law of the Lord, and who meditates on his law day and night. That person is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields fruit in season, and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever they do prospers. When we spend time with God and delight in his truth and in his presence, we will be like a tree planted in water, experiencing growth and flourishing. Whatever habits and routines you choose to do in 2022 to spend time with the Lord, the most important part is that you simply do them and do them often. Let's pray. Lord, I pray for all my brothers and sisters this morning that are sitting here mulling through all the different options, the different ideas for pursuing intentional time with you this year. Lord, I pray that you would bless them, that you would be moving in their hearts. If there are specific methods and ideas that you would have them to try. Lord, I just even praise you that there is no one way that we can connect with you. Thank you that all throughout the faith, we'd find a variety of ways that people find encouragement and growth and connection with you. And so, God, I just pray that you would help us break out of some of the legalistic measurements of this concept, of this topic, that lead us to find ourselves in analysis paralysis, stuck doing nothing because we're not sure about what we should be doing. And Lord, would you just help us to show up? And would you remind us of how much you crave to be connected with us, whether that's for a good long while, if we have the availability to wake up and spend an hour with you, or whether that's something that's a little bit different, whether it's a little bit shorter. But God, I praise you that you work in so many unique and special ways, and I just pray that you would help us prioritize consistency, prioritize just showing up and doing it, because it's better than nothing. It's better than sitting back and saying, I can't figure it out. I don't know what to do. Lord, would you just help us show up, because we know that you do. And I praise you for that. I thank you that you care about these intimate and quiet moments with us as individuals. And Lord, I just pray that we would experience this flourishing, this blessing that Psalm promises to those who will meditate on your word and spend time with you, God. Be near to us this year. In Jesus' name, amen. Happy Monday, family.